Hey everybody, just a quick little video on how to get started on this next assignment. So we're using Photopea this round, and specifically the pen tool, which is this one down here. So to get things started, so just as a reminder, right, Photopea, you have this toolbar here on the left. You're going to have some imagery. Um, Down here on the bottom side, there's an area over here in this bottom right corner that I can't see because my picture's in the way. But there's a new folder, a new layer option there, and so those are the main things you're going to want to keep track of. Is you'll have stuff over here that you can move around, and then stuff over here. But let's get started. So to start, you're going to go. You're going to use the practice line that I have here. So you're going to just take a screenshot, download it, whatever you need to do to get it onto your computer, and then you're going to go open from computer. From there, you're going to find your photo. So I have my practice line. You're going to click open. That's going to open this up as a new file. So from there, we're going to have to close this video out of there. I'm going to have to make a new layer. And you can see right there, it gets a new layer. So I'm going to layer this. I'm going to double click and layer that drawing. And that's what I'm going to start drawing with, right? So now that I have that selected, I'm going to go to my pen tool. And I'm simply just going to use the pen tool to click around and trace around this line, right? And so this has red selected here. You don't have to worry about the color right now immediately. You just want to use a color other than black so you can see where you're going. And then I'm just going to click around and trace. Now, if I mess up, I can either do Control or Command Z to go back, or you can also do Edit, Undo, or Edit, Redo, which is a nice thing that you can do, okay? So I'm going to keep clicking through here, and I'm going to keep clicking around my line. So I'm going to pause the video for now, and that's just basically what you start working on. Now, as you go, you might start to notice that, do you see how over here it starts to cover things up? If it starts getting in your way, what you can do is you can go to your opacity and then bring that down a little bit so you can still see through, and then just keep clicking. It's a lot of clicking, but the more clicks you add, the more detail you'll be able to capture with your assignment, okay? So I'm going to pause now and finish this up, and then I'll continue the video once I have the rest of the lion traced out using the pen tool. All right, so I'm back again, and you can see I've got my whole line traced here. Oops, that's a little too far. And then to finish it off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm just going to make sure that my last line hits, they meet together, okay? So now that I have that, what I can do is I can zoom out a little bit, right? And then now I can turn this off, and you can see I'm left with just my red outline trace. So I'm going to break that back up to red. Bring that all the way up to full on. I'm going to use my regular selection tool, and now you can see that I've got that drawing created there. Okay. Now, if you want to change the color, you just have to make sure that this is layer. So say you didn't want red, you can click on the drawing layer. You can go to Layer, New Fill Layer, Color Fill, and then you can go in and select any other color that you want. So say you wanted to have a green line instead, you could say OK. Now it gives you a second green. Now what it does is it covers up the previous ones. You can just delete the previous one. And then now you can see you have your tracing there behind. Now you can see a few spots where I kind of messed up, but it's close enough, right? So this is good enough for this project. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a shape for the background so I don't have the checkerboard on there. I'm going to fill it out. I do not want to do that red though, so I'm going to go in here. I've got my blue. It's kind of hard to see. Oops, I don't want that rectangle. And I can do the same thing. I can go to layer, I can go to new fill layer, I can go to color, and then I can pick out a better blue that I like. So I'm gonna go with a little softer blue like this, hit OK, and then I can delete that previous one. So now I have this sort of outline of the line all made with the pen tool. And I should be able to save this as a JPEG. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to File, Export As, and then I'm going to click a JPEG to make sure that I can save this to turn in. Okay. Now, if you did not finish, if you don't finish it in one go, you have to go to File, Export As, and you need to select SVG. If you do an SVG file, it will save your other layers so you can come back and edit them later on. So if you don't finish this in one go, save it or export it as an SVG, and then you can open it up again tomorrow. If you are done, save it as a JPEG, and then you should be in good shape. All right, then you just hit save. And then, you want to click on this add hidden layers just in case, and you're going to hit save, and then you should be good to go. All right, Good luck tracing. You can choose any colors you want for these, but the main thing is to get used to using this pen tool down here and drawing a simple line shape. All right, thanks. Bye.